up,
Nick
buddy?
has Gangster Looney Tunes as his Zoom background.
Great. I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you talked about it. I forgot that I had this up because this morning at 5 a.m. I got up to we're this behind the paywall. Well, we have a friend who's been on the podcast who's currently teaching in Spain.
Yeah.
And I got up early this morning to be interviewed for like an hour by his students, and I decided that I didn't want them to see like all their questions were about like what's it like? Oh fuck, Rita, get out of here! Come on, what are you doing? Just stepped all over the keyboard. All their like they wanted to ask me what it's like to be like a comedian in LA, so I was like I should probably hide what my room looks like.
Yeah,
so I put up the Gangster Looney Tunes.
Classic American culture.
Yeah, pretty much, dude.
Hello, Spanish children. Here in America, we all watch Looney Tunes and listen to Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah, I should have segued right into mall culture because these are the shirts that you'd see. I wish I had talked about the mall. I got to be honest, dude. I was crushing with these Spaniards at like before the sun was even up. My day. I felt so accomplished like before I even had breakfast. I almost just like went right back to bed.
What exactly were you teaching them, or what were you what they just wanted to interview you about being a comedian?
Yeah,
did Julian make it sound like you were a successful comedian?
They just had a lot of questions, Brendan. They just I don't know if they didn't know that he was a comedian. I let it slip that he's a comedian, and they said, "Uh-oh, I just opened a can of worms," and then he gave them a lesson on what can of worms means. So like it was a lot of beautiful teachable moments, but within 10 minutes, because like everybody had to write 3 questions to ask me, and like by the time they got to the third guy, this one kid was like, "Do you think Jeffrey Epstein killed himself?"
Now that is our good friend B.H. Bolivar's class.
That dude,
for sure.
It was his class. We like, and once that happened, we were talking about like Hillary Clinton. We were talking about journalists who shoot themselves twice in the back of the head. What I didn't realize was so like when you go over to teach in Spain, they don't just let American kids like run wild teaching fucking 17-year-old Spanish kids whatever they want. So there was like a more accomplished like professor also in that class that he didn't tell me. So like I just start going off talking about like the Night Stalker and Jeffrey Epstein and all this stuff. And then at the end of the call, this like 40-year-old Spanish lady comes in front of the computer and like waves goodbye to me. And I was like, whoa, fuck. That almost went so bad.
I don't know why Julian let you do this.
No, it was, but apparently she loved it.
Nice.
Apparently when I hung up, she was like, "That was amazing." I mean, look at it. I was just crushing left and right with the Spaniards. I don't know what.
Papa, today in school we met a genuine American dirtbag. We met an American piece of shit, like in the movies.
I think that they must have. I think they all claim to know nothing about me, but it feels like some of them must have done a little research because the second question was, "Do you have a car?" Which is strange. That's a very odd out of the blue question. They were like, "What happened to the car?" And then we got to explain. We got to explain the difference between Julian's like, in America, when you get fined, it's called a ticket. And if you get enough of them, the city takes your car. And all the children were like, "Oh, no."
I love presenting your experience as like what happens in America.
For a lot of people, Brandon.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, it's true.
In America, sometimes the city is mean to you and they crush your car into a big cube.
Like, damn, America's really scary. Yeah, they started asking me about like heavy metal and shit, which was really cool. They were honestly cool kids. I would love to do it again. It just made me wish that I could like go to Spain and hang out with Julian.
Yeah, that would be sick.
To be outside of this country.
It would have been kind of sick to have been like trapped, like have been out of the country when the wall went down. Oh yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. What do you mean when the wall went down? Like,
because I don't know. I was listening to an old episode recently, and I said something a very like monkey paw-esque, like sentence where I was like, I wish that there was a way I could like take a year off of stand up, but like everyone else has to also, like, so no one gets ahead of me. Because like I would, I would love to travel and stuff, but like my whole adult life, I've always been like, but I can't stop doing stand up because it's gonna work out anytime.
Yeah, dude, that was I traveled within the country. I wish I had even traveled more in the country, but I had this idea of like, no, I can't go to, even when I had money, I had friends here who were like, Nick, you should, like, in 2017, after my first round of hospital jail, I had a bunch of friends who were like, Nick, you should leave the country. Like, you should see the world. And I was like, no. Now I have money. I can start grinding. I'm going to do my podcast. And I fucking should have. I should have gone to Vienna and, like, just wandered around the cobblestone streets. I have such vivid dreams about it. I have such vivid dreams about.
Well, we could do awnings. Like a small version of that. Like, neither of us is working. As long as we have an internet connection, we could upload this. We could go to the mountains or something for like a couple days.
Yeah. Well,
bring Tom or somebody.
That's what I want to do. Mm-hmm. That's that. I think the plan is eventually, once everybody gets, my girlfriend is on her way to being vaccinated. It's like, I think we want to do like a couples thing out in Joshua Tree, like you, like Tom, his girlfriend, you, Marissa, me.
That'd be sick.
I'm sorry, I keep fucking saying her name. God damn it. Sorry, Brendan.
That's
I'm
okay.
So sorry.
I do just want to say that somebody, maybe I shouldn't say this at all. But just like if you ever get curious and decide to find anyone related to the show's Instagram, please don't DM them. Please don't DM them with just like coward hour. Just not a complete sentence.
Winky emoji.
Someone said just like coward hour, and then she just sent back like the hang loose emoji, and then they were like, hell yeah. And she showed it to me, and I'm like she thought it was funny, but I was like, I found it harrowing. I was like, I'm so sorry this happened, babe. There's supposed to be a big wall in between you and all content.
Yeah. My girlfriend, I don't know. It feels like she's like poking an alligator, because like she's simultaneously terrified that they'll find her, and also she's like, why haven't they found me yet? And I'm like, what do you want? Like tell me what it is.
I think bays are kind of excited to be part of it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. She better be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I forget that like I forget that just crazy people listen to this.
Yeah, there's a good batch. A lot of cool people listen to. I will. It feels like a 70-30 split of like cool to crazy, but the crazy people are fucking crazy.
Yeah,
the crazy people are. Somebody just sent me. Oh, I should look at my Instagram DMs. Somebody sent me something a couple days ago that I just didn't even know how to respond to.
Please. Can you explain at all?
I think it was like he was a little bit too excited about the surge of people going to their doctors begging them to detransition them, and them being like told it's impossible. Like, I understand that's a real thing statistically that's happening, but the way he said it to me felt bad. You know what I'm like?
Yeah. Which I don't think is even a topic we have talked about more than like maybe once.
I just mean I'm not like disputing, like the source seemed verified. I don't dispute that it's happening. I don't know what my take on that information is, but all I said back to him was like, wow, sucks for them. Like, what the fuck do you want me to say, dude?
The way that you're describing that, it makes it sound like they're like like the doctor's excited to tell them that it can't happen.
Well, yeah,
like the doctor's yes. Like, not only can we not make you a man again, but what's that on your shirt? Whoop, made you look. you friggin' idiot. Yeah, someone else, they DM'd me on Reddit, and because I guess we were talking about my old rap music on Rainey's episode. Mm-hmm. And they just DM'd me and they were like, is this it? And they sent me like a link to all of it. And I was like, I did not know that this was available.
Brendan, people, as somebody who's really, really good at like finding people online, like if it's not that hard. It's not that hard. There's stuff I'm waiting for them to find shit that I have online that I know I'll be roasted for mercilessly.
Ooh, but I can't wait.
I've like mentally prepped for it.
Damn. So I've never tried. I should give it a shot.
Yeah, it's easy, man. I mean, it's easy if you have 3 pieces of information and are willing to just like, put in 2 hours, you can find most shit people don't want you to find. Bing is a great resource. We love the search engine Bing.
We love Bing.
Bing is tight, dude.
Yeah, Bing is good. I found out that you can make Google do verbatim again. It used to do it automatically if you used quotes, but not anymore. Now you have to do it in like a drop down.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me sick. Makes me sick.
I'm trying to. Oh fuck! I know what I would. Oh, Rita, come on! Fuck you! God damn it! You can't.
What the fuck is your cat doing?
She's trying to, because when I'm on the computer, she wants to be on the computer because she wants my attention. But then when I push her, she doesn't like when I push her away, so she tries to like bite me. And I'm just not. Her and I are fine. I think she's upset because I woke her up this morning to fucking do this podcast, to do this interview.
Yeah.
But I also woke her up. Yeah, I also woke her up last night because I keep waking up to texts from Isaac where he says, like, this is the 3rd time now where he's like, "Hey man, hope you're awake because you just sat up in bed and started moaning again." So, so this is a really interesting quirk that's developing in my life.
Huh. Yeah, I've apparently developed all kinds of weird nighttime picadillos. Like, apparently the seizures have not stopped since I went off the Wellbutrin.
Oh shit!
So I was staying over at Bay's, and I was like, I have to sleep. Like, I always sleep on my back, but apparently I snore really loud. So when I'm at her house, I have to sleep like on my stomach on like a like not even like a bed pillow. I sleep on like a decorative pillow on my stomach.
Isn't that especially on like, I bet it's like embroidered or something?
Yeah, it's kind of embroidered.
Oh, isn't that unsafe?
Why would it be unsafe?
Like bad airflow, like you could suffocate? You're sleeping face down?
How fat do you think I am that I'm going to suffocate sleeping?
It's not
wrong?
It's not even a fat thing, dude. It's like, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to sleep face down.
Really? I've never heard that. I've heard you can sleep on your belly or your side.
I might be mistaken, but still, that regardless, that sounds ridiculously.
That'd be a huge L if I died sleeping.
if you were the oldest person to die of SIDS.
Yeah.
So Bay lays you on your stomach.
Yes, so Bay makes me lay on my stomach. And sometimes, in the night, I like unconsciously roll over onto my back to be comfortable, and she'll go, no, and then I'll have to go back.
Oh my dude, it's so funny that it's like Blair Witch rules when you're at Bay's house. Like, it's either face down in the corner or face down in bed. She has positions that she forces you into.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, I'm still apparently doing all the weird, like, rhythmic lip smacking and, like, eye rolling and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. So, that's really pretty sick. I'm pretty stoked on that.
I mean, look, at least you got something to talk about, right? You'll never be wanting for a conversation piece at a party.
That's true. I want one of those machines like my dad. Those big fat guy sleep machines.
CPAP?
Yeah, though my dad is no longer fat, but I think he still has the machine. But yeah,
how do you unfat himself?
I don't want to go into his business.
Okay, sorry. But he still has the machine.
Yeah.
You should inherit it.
I should. Well, I think he still uses it. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Those things do look cool as shit. I feel like if you don't have those problems, it's just, like, what if it makes you just sleep even better? Like, are there any like downsides to using it if you don't need it?
Yeah, I don't know. I've been wondering, like, because I mean, I've had nothing to wake up for so long that now I have a Fitbit and I get like 9.5, 10 hours of sleep a night most nights.
Damn.
So I'm like, well, this is gonna have to end at some point. I feel great for the most part.
Yeah, how are you gonna go back?
I have no idea how I'm gonna go back.
I'm still getting like 5 or 6 hours max. I go to bed like I go to bed and wake up.
Is there like disturbances in the house or like?
No, not really.
Does the sun wake you up? Is it dark when you wake up?
It's dark when I wake. I wake up well before the sun, and then I just like lay in my room. I think that like part of my problem was like one of the pillows that I have is like hard as a rock, but like it helped prop my head up, and then like I just switched to the two soft, like more deflated pillows, and now I'm getting like an extra hour, like consistently. So I'm like, okay, I'm
so
sleeping.
I have a feeling from that it's some very clear obstacles that we could work with.
Well, every time I sleep.
So number one was sleeping with the lights on. I think that was probably your biggest one.
Yeah, I'm sleeping on like Fred Flintstone's bed. I'm like, what's the problem? Why can't I get? It is a ridiculously fucking uncomfortable bed. Like, dude, if you punched this mattress, you would break your wrist. It is such a hard. Literally, the guy who lived here before, when he puts the bed sheet over it, there's like this piece of foam that's like the length of the mattress that he put on it, so that it's more bearable to sleep on. And it's still like I would say the second most comfortable bed I've had since moving out of my parents' house.
Because you always sleep on just a bed that is in the place that you're moving into. You never like acquire a bed.
I'm not gonna. Buying a bed is for suckers, dude. Seriously,
it was one of the best purchases I've made in my life.
Is buying your own bed?
It was getting a better mattress, and I didn't even get a great mattress, but because I was sleeping on like a $200 Amazon.com foam mattress,
right,
for like years, and I felt like shit all the time. I'm like, why do I hurt everywhere always? Is that right?
My philosophy was always, what do you care? You're asleep. Your brain's off.
If only it worked that way.
If only, just saying. It's junior league death.
Also,
what do you care?
Also, it sounds like you're only asleep for about 4 hours of it, and then the rest you're just laying there.
Yeah, then I'm just like laying there uncomfortable as shit, just like, why do I have a fucking headache? Yeah, dude. I guess I should.
Well,
just,
I think you always have the attitude of like you don't want to get too comfortable because you might have to go back to like a car.
Yeah, well, also I just don't. It's partially that. More pragmatically, like I've never lived in a place longer than like a year and a half, and I don't want to fucking take a bed, especially when I don't know how big the next the next room I live in is going to be.
Yeah, I mean, like when you move. Ideally, the Nick Oldershaw way is when you move from one place to another, you want to be able to fit your entire life in a backpack.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Hopefully, there will be some stuff there that that other people have that you can use.
You're like, fuck. All right, I'm gonna have to cut some of these shirts. We're going to the new place with 5 shirts max. This is a small bag this time.
Man, I've actually done that too. Like when I left the old place in Boyle Heights, especially because I was leaving on such weird terms with those people.
Yeah.
Like I was like taking stock of my closet, and I was literally like I was doing like 3rd and 4th string cuts like on the fly, just like, sorry, you guys didn't make varsity. I guess I'm never gonna wear this bomber jacket again. Sorry. Like
the bomber jacket.
The bomber the bomber jacket. Something happened to that bomber jacket. It got. I think I spilled something on it on a date, and then it was just like, and then like I tried to wash it and it fucked it up, but I didn't throw it away.
Okay, the way you're describing this sounds very suspicious. You're like, something happened. Maybe I spilled something on a date. Like it's like you're trying to not admit you cummed on it.
No, I didn't come on it.
I don't know. There was some sort of date-related fluid in the stitching.
It would be awesome if I came on the bomber jacket. It would be awesome if I was fucking with the bomber jacket on. But nothing. But I was never able to.
And if any of the listeners are wondering, Nick is going to dispute this, but it's 100% factually true. 100%. He is describing a Ryan Gosling Drive bomber jacket.
Yes, it was. But it was dark. It was dark green. It didn't have a scorpion on it. I wish it was as cool as the bomber jacket from Drive. I would have never gotten cum on that one. But I don't think, dude, because that would mean if I was fucking in the bomber jacket, that would mean the bomber jacket worked, which it never did. Like, that would mean that I actually...
Oh, yeah, because that was the one that you would return to H&M and buy again next date.
Oh no. That one was much nicer than the one that I bought. So the green bomber jacket I bought off like a Chinese website. It took like 3 months to finally get to me. No.
Oh, I've done that before where you buy a jacket online and then it comes and it's a different season.
Yeah, yes. No, the H&M one, that was before you got here. The H&M one was like, it was fucking nice, dude. It was like, it looked like I had
it was from H&M, so it was the height of luxury.
For me, it was super fucking nice, dude.
Yeah, from Nick Oldershaw, who usually shops on exclusively wish.com.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, the H&M scam. That was a sick scam. That got I went on a pretty fun date in North Hollywood doing the H&M scam. Damn, now I'm reminiscing like hell.
The old H&M scam.
But it's crazy that I'm fond of a jacket that I technically never owned. You know?
You have memories of something you never owned.
I had no intention of owning it. It really is true. I have that bit about like going on like a nice date with like a really rich girl and like having a really good first date, and then literally like driving home to my house and like my air mattress had like it had permanently deflated. It wouldn't inflate anymore. So I just like made a nest in like a pile of laundry.
Uh-huh.
And then she was like texting me like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I was like, we don't know each other anymore." Our relationship has to completely stop here. We had a fun night, and now I'm blocking you from my phone.
Damn, I've done the laundry nest before.
I know you did. Well, yeah,
Mine was different. I was moving into a new place in Philly. The previous roommate had not paid the heat. He had not paid the electric bill for long enough that he was like, "Oh no, they're going to shut off the electric. I need to move out before that happens so that no one can do anything to me. so that no one fights me." So he moves out figuring like, "Oh, I'll move out and they'll change the electric bill to someone else and then their power will keep going." But no, whatever the Philly Energy Company was like, "Hey, did someone it's like, are you trying to just change the name on the bill because your address has not paid in 6 months?" So anyway, we had no electricity and I had no mattress, and I just had to curl up in a nest.
Philly winter.
Yeah, I just had to make like a rat's nest out of towels. And I'm texting my girlfriend at the time, like, "Oh yeah, it's it's real cold," and she's like cheating on me, like, "Oh man, that sounds tough. Sorry, I can't have you over tonight."
I'm amazed you didn't try to like start a fire in the room, just like a nice controlled fire. Everybody, so what your roommate did in that house, everybody in this house is like in a race to do that. Where we're all trying to not be the last one who lives here, so none of the bills fall on us, basically.
Yeah, can't catch that security deposit.
No, you can't, dude. I'm gone. There's no official paperwork stating that I've ever lived in California. What are you going to do to me? Yeah, man. Yeah, it's fucking. Did you see it was fucking it was snowing in Pasadena today?
No, that seems bad. I don't like that one bit.
It happened 2 years ago when I was in Pasadena. It started snowing. Like while I was trying to what was it? Oh, I remember what I was there for. Oh God, that was a horrible day. I was like hard up.
I love how you and I tell stories where it's just like complete haziness, like unsure of the direction, and then it locks in. We're like, oh no, oh God.
I had to so I was hard up for cash because I think I had just gotten kicked out of hospital jail and I like run out of money and I hadn't found a job yet. And I needed money.
Is kicked out what you refer to when the study ends?
No, I got kicked out.
I got kicked. Oh yeah, because of the weed thing.
Because the weed, the one drug I don't fucking do. The one drug that would definitely not be in my system.
I thought you were like, when they kicked me out of my home. It's like, you mean when the study ended?
Well, no, they like it really was like they kicked me out of the screening, and I was like indignant. It was like I got kicked out of my home. I was like I do a lot for you people. I swing my dick in this place. But so I was selling a couple of my records to like make a quick $50 to like buy, so I would have money for food. So I went down to the record store, Sounds of the Valley on Cesar Chavez, and they were just starting up. I sold them my records, and they were like, I wanted cash, and they're like, we don't do cash. Like, can I PayPal you? And I was like, you cannot PayPal me, because at that time Robert Benfer had used my PayPal so much for streaming that like if I used PayPal, the IRS would have like come after me, which is fuck. So like, and I quickly see like, oh fuck, I'm like, this is not gonna go the way that I want. He's like, all right, well I can write you a check, but I didn't have a bank account at that time either. Like I was just living off like the prepaid card from hospital jail.
You just have to barter records wherever you go.
Right. So
you get on the bus and you hand him a single.
Right. I just hand him a 45.
Yeah.
So but I can cash the check at whatever bank he's going to write me the check from. So I'm like, yeah, you can write me a check. So he writes me a check. I think it was it was for Southern California Credit Union, of which there was only one location, and that location wound up being like a 2-hour bus ride away in Pasadena, and my phone died like 20 minutes after I had like got on the bus, and I got on the wrong bus. So I wound up at a community college because I went entirely the wrong way on one of these bus lines. So then like where all the buses let out, I had to figure out how to get on the bus to take me to this fucking credit union. And I got to this credit union, the credit union, which was like in this, it was in like a business park. It was like attached to like California Water and Power. So I get into the credit union 10 minutes before they close, holding this like crumpled up check for $50 that I need them to cash, and I need all of it. And they wound up taking $10 of it. So it's been like at this point, like a 3.5 hour odyssey for $40.
Yeah.
And I forgot, like I was in such a rush because I wanted to get there in time that like I didn't put on a coat or anything. And so like I walk out of this place and I have to now like go wait for a bus that will like take me like an hour and a half, 2 hours back to my home in East LA. And I'm in a fucking t-shirt and shorts, and I'm freezing at the bus stop as snow starts to fall. And I was just like, God fucking damn it. I wonder if moving to yeah, I was like, I wonder if moving to LA was a good idea. Like,
I was imagining it both ways. I was imagining this either as like a tragic moment or just like a delusional Nick Oldershaw moment where you're just like back on top.
I mean, there was like a small moment of victory. It's like in The Hobbit when they after he kills Smaug.
I mean,
it's
like when you complete the quest. Like even if it's a little quest, you got some XP.
Yeah. you slay the dragon, and then you turn around and you're like, oh fuck, I'm not home yet. I could still die on the way home. Like, that's what it was like. It was like I got my $40 and then I was like, oh, but I'm still gonna be miserable for like the next 2.5, 3 hours. God damn it. But everything worked out great.
And then you said your phone was dead, so you just had to look out the window.
Yeah, but I'm really good at that. Mm-hmm. If there's one thing
I'm trying to learn that again. I'm trying to get it back.
Because, I only have my cell phone when there's Wi-Fi. Like, I don't have cell service because I don't want to pay for it. And my phone's battery lasts like an hour. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's just like being in my thoughts. Because I'll think about stuff. I'll fucking I'll have
you'll go through all the regrets. Think about bays of yore.
No, I haven't. I have fucking insane fantasies. I if I'm
go on.
if I'm listening to a song and I really like it, I will just get lost. I'll just wind up in parts of town where I don't even realize how I got there because I'm just like looking down at my feet, just like imagining that I'm like on stage, like singing. Like I used to have this like really intense fantasy. I had this fantasy when I was like 22. This is fucking embarrassing. It's embarrassing because if I was listening to a song that I really liked, I would imagine that I had written the song like a musical genius, and I had like enlisted other musicians in my high school, and we convinced the principal to like let us put on like an assembly where like I premiered, like acting like I wrote like King, like In the Court of the Crimson King or some whatever the fuck I was listening to,
which teens would hate.
Which they would hate. They would absolutely hate it. That's the funniest thing is like all the music that I was like imagining this to. And so in the fantasy, nobody's ever heard this music before. And I got on stage in front of everybody in high school who thought I was gay.
So it's the movie Yesterday, but like gayer?
Yes, it's the movie Yesterday. It's the movie Yesterday. And I get on stage, I'm 16 years old, and I just like I can't play guitar. And I just fucking play all of Metallica's Ride the Lightning like it's mine, and people are fucking, and like I get respect from like my special ed teacher and my gym coach, and they all like come up and pat me on the back, and I would have sometimes I still have that fantasy.
And
sometimes
so at the beginning of this fantasy, the harp music from Taxi Driver plays. The rest of it.
I'm magically healed of all my wounds.
Yeah. Wait, so you said this fantasy was when you were like 22, but the fantasy is of you in your high school?
Is me in high school. And it's always, I don't know what it is, it's always been like this, because then like in high school when I would listen to music that I really liked, I would have this really vivid fantasy about me just like jumping on like the head lunch table of like my middle school lunchroom and just like fucking rocking out, and everybody's just like worshiping me, like they think I'm so fucking tight.
This is very strange.
It's really strange, dude. It's really strange. And I would, the way like I have to be in motion for like my thoughts to really get going, and like I would get lost in these fantasies because my life was so bad. And the way that I would get lost in them is like I'd like put my headphones in my iPod, and then I would just like walk in like circles around the table in the basement. I would literally just be walking in circles, like just like just in my head playing make believe. And like 3 times my dad came home and like had to like come downstairs and like tap me on the shoulder, like, what are you doing? Why are you
stop Pan's Labyrinthing?
Yeah, why are you running around the table downstairs? I'm pretty sure that's why they never suspected that I was like on drugs, because my behavior when I was on drugs was like was way more acceptable than when I was just
okay. All right, this all makes sense now. If you were just already behaving very erratically and just like detached from reality,
like at least when I was on acid, I would stay in one place.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. Really, I mean, just really weird. Mm-hmm. But now I do that when I'm on the bus. I just imagine that I'm like imagining doing sick shit at a younger age.
What if everybody on this bus respected me?
What if I just got up in the back of the bus right now and started rocking out?
Damn, this is what like the homeless dude masturbating, this is what he thinks is happening.
Yeah, and he's probably living a better life than you or me, dude.
Probably.
He's probably wringing so much more enjoyment out of his shitty life.
I can't dispute that. I can't dispute that someone is happier than me. I have no basis to argue against that.
That's true. I didn't think about that. Well, maybe you should try disconnecting from reality, Brendan.
Maybe I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow is 5 years sober, and I really miss disconnecting from reality.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean like through the use of a substance. I meant,
but I did. But I did mean that.
Okay. You're thinking about it.
I'm not going to, but boy, have I been thinking about it a lot.
I mean, isn't there some? I guess you're a teetotaler, right? Like, no, like, does that mean all substances you won't partake in?
I mean, there's no rules. I'm
asking for you.
Like, yeah. I don't know. I've been thinking about it. I'm like, what if I got some weed gummies or something? And then I remember, oh, no, that'll go real bad.
Well, what if you just, Brendan, what if you just had like one, what if somebody should be with you? Because I bet what
have a spotter while I drink a beer.
somebody just like moving from side to side to catch you just in case.
So it would have to be my girlfriend, I guess.
Right, I guess it would have.
Yeah, for some reason I just can't see this. I can't see this pitch landing.
I can't see it. Well, no, what I meant is you need somebody to pack just one hit of weed.
Uh-huh.
And you have one hit of weed and that's all you have. Like, I feel like edibles are a bad idea for you.
Yeah, they're not great.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not addicted to weed, so like anytime I've smoked weed, it's fine. It's not like I keep smoking weed until I pass out, like with
right.
Yeah, because like, my theory on it is like it's about introspection. Where like the reason I love alcohol is because it makes me less introspective. So like as an anxious person, it like quiets down my brain. Where like weed makes me more introspective, so it just makes me like analyze and like self-critical like even more.
Interesting. I guess that's true. That's definitely. I feel like I get introspective. It's like at the beginning of a drunk, I'm not introspective, and then like the tail end of a drunk, that's when it gets dark.
Well, do you stop drinking at some point, or are you like just still awake, getting less drunk? Because that's what it is. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because I can't drink that much because I get sick.
Yeah, all right, understood. Well, that's the whole point is you need to keep getting drunker so that doesn't happen until tomorrow, where it will happen very dramatically.
Yeah.
Man, I never got to experience like blacking out without cell phones. That must have been great. Because you just like, you take the bus to like a bar. Maybe you don't even know those people. You get blacked out. Maybe you get thrown out. You don't remember. Take a taxi home. You wake up. You look around. You have some bruises. You're like, what happened? I have no idea.
Probably nothing.
Yeah, you'll probably never. You get no more information unless you like checked your tape, like answering machine.
The best thing about getting drunk prior to the 1980s is the probably nothing.
Yeah, the probably nothing.
The probably nothing is huge.
Yeah. Well, before social media, there was no way to let everybody that you know all at once, I'm drunk. It used to be only the people near you knew that you were drunk in physical proximity.
Just a Facebook status, I'm drunk. Lock your doors.
I can't tell you how many times, like especially like sometimes going to back in like Pennsylvania when we would go to these like open mics really far away, my friends, they'd be like, all right, so meet me at like the giant parking lot in between your house and my house. And I'm like, no, I need you to pick me up at my house.
Yeah.
And they're like, why? It's like, because I'm not going to be good to drive that mile at 2:30 in the morning. Like,
Brendan.
Maybe 3. Yeah. When you get me to that giant parking lot at 3 in the morning, I'm not going to be good to drive very deliberately. I remember this one time, I vaguely remember this. It was me and I remember Nate Marshall was there and some other comics. We were coming back from a mic and we stopped at a Sheetz and everybody was getting Sheetz MTO, and for some reason
Wait, they were getting what?
They're getting Sheetz, you know, MTO?
No.
Okay, which Sheetz is a gas station in
made to order?
Yeah, made to order.
Yeah.
Sheetz they have good gas station food in Pennsylvania. Better than Wawa.
All right. We won't get into this now, but go on.
For some reason, like while they were all getting their MTO, I was in my head, first of all, why did I want this? And then second of all, so plain what I was doing, I'm sure. But I'm just stealing tea bags. This is the only time I've ever like shoplifted in my life. I'm just filling my pockets with like loose bags of tea. Like so valueless that they just like leave it out there. Like you buy a hot thing of water and they just let you pick the tea and do it yourself. They don't care about the tea. And I'm there like smirking like no one knows I'm stealing this tea. Well, I'm sure like 5 feet away an employee just stood there and watched me do it.
What was the plan with the tea bags?
I don't know. I didn't drink tea at that time in my life.
Did you wake up? Did you have the tea bags on your person like the next morning?
Yeah, I woke up, quick checked Facebook, deleted something I had posted immediately before passing out.
Oh, you have to.
I don't remember what it was exactly. A lot of time I would just announce that I was blacked out drunk at an open mic causing problems. I'm blacked out at an open mic and they say I'm being too loud.
Were you friends with your family on Facebook?
No.
Oh, good. No. That's good.
But I just remember waking up like this was like Cowboy Boots era, just waking up like still wearing a members only jacket and reaching into the pockets and finding all this. And I'm like, is this fucking tea? The bags are all like crushed and like open.
Oh my fucking God, dude. That's awesome. That's it's like you basically did like the worst version of The Mask. Instead of like waking up the next morning with like all the bags of money from the bank, you just stole useless items.
Oh, that is so sick. When I get drunk, I just turn into The Mask.
You turn into the worst version of The Mask.
Me just fat as hell in a yellow suit.
Yeah, you think you're a cartoon, so you just dive off a cliff and die. You put a gun in your mouth. You're like, don't worry, I'll swallow the bullet. That's fucking fun, dude. To just get drunk and just mask out.
I hate when I mask out.
I hate when I have 6 Yinglings and start masking out.
Yeah.
When I put on my yellow pimp suit and start dancing to swing music.
Yeah. I'm just in the mask suit, just like making a woman uncomfortable at a bar, and I'm like, somebody stop me.
And everybody does. You're tackled by a crowd of people.
Everybody unites.
Ah, fuck, I thought I was... You wake up and Joe, you're like, ah, fuck, I thought I was a hot cartoon again. Yeah, damn, The Mask would get Me Too'd today.
Yeah.
The Mask would enjoy none of the spoils of celebrity.
Breaking news, The Mask has been Me Too'd.
Who are they going to get next? God,
it's the same where like his jaw drops and like the tongue rolls out, but it's his dick. The balls pop out like eyes. He forced a woman to watch his mangled cartoon penis unfurl.
God damn, dude. Oh, fuck. It's horrible to think about what fictional characters would be Me Too if they were around today. it feels like there's a Me Too brewing with Beetlejuice.
This has been like a bit that I've done like many times, and universally it gets like 3 likes. No one enjoys it, but I love just tweeting that various fictional characters have been Me Too'd. Like today, I was just like, "Have you heard Stifler has been Me Too'd?"
Oh, long overdue.
Mm-hmm.
Long over. How did you get away with it for so long?
It's funny to me to like imagine a scene where it's like you and I were watching Mad Men. I lean over, I'm like, "This guy's gonna get Me Too'd."
That's why you don't like the show. Like the show ends, you're like, "Where were the Me Too's?"
Mm-hmm. Chekhov's gun. I don't know what Chekhov's gun is.
If you show me a man hitting on a woman by the 3rd act, he has to go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
That's just good screenwriting.
Oh, speaking of which, did you see that there's going to be a Master of None season 3?
Whoa!
I am very curious.
That's wild.
What I hope is that it follows not Dev but Aziz.
Right.
I hope it starts with like Aziz in the editing bay being like, "All right, season 2 and we're done." And then like an alert on his phone, it's like, "Oh no."
I've been accused of rape.
Now I have to learn how to date as a Me Too'd man.
I feel like he wanted. He like wasn't that his whole special was about that?
Well, here's the thing. Writing a like kind of balanced, sensitive like series of television about being like falsely accused would rule. That could be like very artistically interesting. That's not what he's going to do.
Yeah. You think he's just going to do it? Like, I feel like he probably doesn't want to continue to be defined by it, right?
Yeah, probably. But I mean, like, season 2 is already the season that you would write to, like, try to redeem yourself from being Me Too'd.
That's very true. Yeah, I wonder what the fuck it's going to be. I wonder if Wareheim will direct again.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have no idea what Wareheim's leanings are, because he doesn't tweet like Heidecker.
Wareheim seems like somebody who probably has a Me Too brewing. From what I understand from what you read about him, apparently he's like into some freaky shit, like sex wise. a lot of orgies apparently. So
interesting.
Maybe you haven't read this?
No, I don't typically look up how Tim and Eric fuck.
Well, he's deliberately somebody. I think Tom tipped me off to because he's deliberately very private, but like he's like always showing up to like parties in LA or like when there were parties happening, just like with a bunch of just like women like on his shoulder, like he's like fucking all the time. There was literally some article where like somebody was like Eric Wareheim is having like nonstop group sex, which look, power to him, dude.
Why is that an article?
I don't know. I don't know if it was like a detail that slipped. Hang on. I want to find it. But you know what's funny? He has those vibes, dude. He seems like a really horny guy. Yes, sex, drugs, comedy. Eric Wareheim on becoming a hedonistic alt comic legend. Oh, he might.
I feel like Eric Wareheim is like the dark Tom.
Yeah. So
Tom Brink is like the light. Eric Wareheim's dark.
All right, Brendan, listen to this. Okay? So this is not, you know who outed Eric Wareheim? Fucking himself. So this is in Rolling Stone.
Just imagine sucking his dick through those khakis. I'm assuming he's still dressed like the show.
He's just like, he's doing that tiny smile the whole time while you're sucking his cock. He's just like, there's my baby. There's my little mem. So listen to this. This is some eyes wide shut shit. So article in Rolling Stone. A few years ago, Eric Wareheim took a photo of his then girlfriend's naked ass and sent it to an ice sculptor. Wareheim likes to throw raucous house parties based on different parts of anatomy, he says. He says, I did one called Black Cock black light and black penis themed. Another one was laser boobs. The sculptor took Wareheim's photo and used it to carve an enormous ice butt, which became the centerpiece of an ass-focused party called Snow Booty. The sculpture had a canal carved into it that served as a conduit for booze, with its lower opening at the butthole. My girlfriend made booty juice, tequila and grapefruit, and we all did shots out of her ice ass. Anyway, it goes on and on and on. How crazy do these parties get? Wareheim says people hook up, but it's not like an orgy. I don't know. I don't know, Eric. The theme of your party is literally Black Cock Night. See, that's what I mean. He seems like one of those guys to me.
I don't know. That seems pretty out in the open to me.
Well, maybe it's like, you get out in front of it, you release some salacious details, so people are like, wow, that's crazy, and they take it at that face value, right? I don't know, man. I have no idea. It's just fucking weird. His Instagram is nothing but him like posting food that he makes. What a strange guy.
Does he make television anymore? What is he doing?
I think he like directs music videos and some commercials. I think at this point, my man is just like sitting on the money that he's made and getting laid a lot. I remember why I suspected this, because I don't remember who it was, but there was a female comic in LA who did a set at Genghis Khan when I was still going to Genghis Khan. Mm-hmm. And I like looked her up on Instagram and there were a bunch. The first time I got this notion was like in 2017, and she had a bunch of photos of like her laying like half naked in a giant bed with like Brett Gelman and Eric Wareheim like cuddling on them, and it was just weird. And I was like, are these guys into like fucking like poly like orgy shit? Mm-hmm. And then I guess that they are.
Huh. I don't know. For some reason, I'm getting like a horny vibe and not like a crime, like abuse vibe off this.
No. I agree. I was being outrageous when I said that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, when I say an eyes wide shut party, I just mean like it sounds like one of those fucking like a crazy Hollywood sex party.
Yeah.
I'll never forget somebody like like the first couple months that I was here. Somebody told me who would know, like it was coming from somebody on good authority. She's like, yeah, for Ariana Grande's last birthday, she just like hired like 12 guys and like sucked their cocks on like a huge staircase, like at the party. And I was like, that's crazy.
That's rough news for Pete.
Well, no, she's dating a realtor now.
Hold on.
So rough news.
That was an insane rumor that you just told me.
Well, we're behind the paywall.
Do women want to do that?
I think you reach a point where you're born rich and you've been in the industry from a very young age, where you're just like, let me test the limits of my wealth and power. You know what I mean? Especially,
could I kill this story?
What?
Is it like, could I kill this story?
What do you mean?
Like, if you're Ariana Grande, you're like, let's see how far my money goes. Could I suck 12 guys' dicks on a marble staircase
on a grand
and keep it off TMZ? Could I? Yeah. I don't know.
And as I'm saying it out loud, I'm like, that does sound pretty crazy, but like the person who told me, I believe them. That they came on like good authority.
Can you tell me in the chat who it was?
Yeah, I'll tell you. Hang on.
Okay. Very excited for this.
So yeah, that person.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Still, I don't know. I'm gonna give it like I like 40% believe this.
Well, at the very least, it's good radio. But the Wareheim shit is true. That's in his own words. You know, he's making ice cocks and having people drink his girlfriend's booty juice, and that's
man. He really won of him and Tim Heidecker. Tim is just like furiously tweeting.
Yeah, dude. Tim is just like, yeah. He's married in Glendale, releasing like earnest yacht rock albums, and
just
like
furious at Shane Gillis.
just tweeting at Shane Gillis and the president every day. Yeah. Or, I'm sorry, no longer the president. Tweeting at Shane Gillis and the former president every day.
What a loser!
I mean, yeah. Have you ever tuned into like? It's crazy because it's a guy that I looked up to. But have you tuned into like his office hours show?
No.
It's rough, man. It's him and Vic Berger just like not even being funny, just like really just like being angry.
Both seem like guys who really lost the bit.
Yeah, and Doug Pound is in the
keep goofing.
Yeah, Doug Pound seems like he's still having fun, but he also just like doesn't say anything anymore.
Yeah,
it's fucking bummer, dude.
You know, I mean, he was on the Champs, and that was like a very offensive podcast. But also, I mean, old enough now that probably I don't know. It's weird to look back at like who used to associate with who. Like I was remembering that like Joe DeRosa and Kurt Braunohler had a podcast together that I like enjoyed. Yeah. I'm just like, I don't think they would do that now. I don't know either of those guys, obviously.
The guy who's really quietly walked away from it is Zach Galifianakis, because Zach actually still really defends like all free speech and comedy. There's a really recent interview with him. I don't remember what the series is called. It was like 2019. It's black and white. This guy is like, he interviews like different actors and comedians, and he like talks to Zach about like the trend of like political correctness in comedy. And Zach's like, yeah, I don't support it. I don't think that you should support that. I think that like comedians need to be able to say whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was like, damn. But that guy also just like made his money and disappeared, you know?
Yeah, I kind of got that though. I was just watching Between Two Ferns. I didn't watch it when it came out because I thought Scott Aukerman's corny. I probably won't like this. Mm-hmm. But there was like stuff in there where I was like, oh no, Zach's still hilarious.
He's hilarious, dude.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, Scott Aukerman is also really funny. It's just like he no longer defends anything that is like what brought him up.
I think his hands are just tied. Like, I mean, it sucks. I guess I kind of understand it because he's in a strange position where it's like he's a name in comedy and he has an empire, but he's not like a household. I don't know if he has like. I don't know if he has like the social currency to like stay afloat if he did take like a hard stand like that. It's
just so weird. Like listen to like any episode of like him and like Harris Whittles riffing, and you're like, oh no, this is not the guy who pretends that like Demi Lardner's funny and shit.
Yeah. Oh, does he do that?
She was on Comedy Bang Bang.
Oh God. It's fucking rough, man. That's so it's fucking rough. But the other thing is like. This happens to all your idols, right? They reach like 10 years go by, and then like musicians, actors, even like old guard comedians, and they start stooping to things that are like beneath themselves. It just sucks to see it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. The PC trend is like particularly irritating though, because you just see a bunch of people like directly contradicting what you know they believe.
And at this point, it's been like so long too. It's been like this is like year 6 of wokeness in comedy.
Yeah, it feels like year 8. I feel like it started in like 2013.
Yeah, I guess so. But like, I don't know. I feel like it was like, I don't know. Too long.
Way too
Quarantine.
Long.
Slate wiped clean. Noah's Ark, baby.
Yeah.
God sent a flood. Time to start anew.
I mean, the fact that like, dude, it's like Joe Biden's president, like, just it's like let's just be funny again. Like, no more pearl clutching over this shit. Like, it's like he's in, things are gonna be fine, quote unquote. Like, let us make jokes.
Yeah, hopefully.
That was like the hope of like that was what like like that's why everybody says like, man, if Hillary got elected, like would it be as crazy as it was? And maybe it would be, actually. I don't know. I can't tell like what the barometer on this trend is, but
I don't know. Yeah, I mean I guess really like the main bar for me was it was just like when alt comics stopped being my friend. weirdly.
In terms of like your personal marker as to how.
Yeah. Like I used to think like, oh, I'm one of like the alt guys. Then I was like, oh no, it appears that I am evil.
Yeah. Well, it's like Zach Galifianakis used to have jokes where he like straight up said the N-word.
Yeah.
And
good jokes too.
They're good jokes. The sand joke is fucking incredible.
Yeah. I wonder if that exists anywhere.
Only in like transcribed text. I don't think there's audio of it anymore.
Yeah. I don't even know if there ever was because I don't think I've heard it.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, it fucking sucks.
Mm-hmm. We are at an hour, by the way, though I feel like we should talk for like a minute or two more because we've just ended on both of us mad.
So we don't just end depressed. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, buddy, give me how are you otherwise? How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good.
Really? That's good. That's good because you have seemed like kind of down.
Yeah, lately. I was down. I don't know. It's really hard to gauge with like the medicine and everything, but I'm feeling like good. Like I can always tell when it's almost like when my room is clean. Look, Jordan Peterson. Oh. Jordan Peterson, everything he's ever said is true. I'll say it. No, it's just like I don't know. I just found myself like cleaning my room and I looked around. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not depressed right now. Sick.
It is crazy how like just like I need to do my laundry and I know that will change my life once I finally have clean clothes to wear. And it's funny because in my head I'm like, yeah, it's little things, but like that's a huge thing actually. Like not living in filth is an enormous thing.
It really is nice.
Yeah.
To just like not sleep on bed sheets with like earwax on them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's not even neglect. It's like willful decisions I made to make my environment worse.
You're laying down earwax to punish yourself. You're just pulling it out of you like, that'll fucking teach me to be a slob.
The sheets are turning into like, like a wax jacket, how it's like kind of waterproof.
Yeah.
Just so much earwax that I like sweat on the sheets and it's just like pooling in like droplets on top of it.
You should have like a basin or like an oil pan at the edge of the bed. Oh fuck, dude, that's horrible. I've got a
my life can get really grim.
Oh, definitely. I've got a problem right now where I just have like crumbs in my bed, and I know that to get the crumbs out of my bed, I should wash the sheets and the blanket, but I don't want to do that. I just want to move them around and go to sleep. And then like inevitably, like I wake up like in the middle of the night. This might also be why I'm waking up, because I wake up in the middle of the night with just like Doritos like burrowed into my back, just sticking out of me like hedgehog spines.
In your house that is famously infested with bugs.
Well, it's not just food. It's some food. It's mainly kitty litter. And also,
so you're sleeping in a bed of shit.
No. That would be insane. This is kitty litter. When I dump the kitty litter, no, it's just Rita gets kitty litter on her paws, right? So maybe, all right. Well, you might have a point, but there's some kitty litter in the bed. There's a little bit of crumbs. The ants can't get up there. It's too high for them. I don't see any ants in my bed.
I feel like you're gonna get like a doctor's gonna check you, and they're gonna be like, "I've never seen this before, but your brain is mostly toxoplasmosis."
Yeah, the parasites are completely in control.
Have you ever seen the movie Osmosis Jones?
I'm like, well, what are the symptoms of suffering from like toxoplasmosis? They're like, yeah, do you ever just imagine that you're back in high school and you're rocking out in front of your teachers? That's a classic hallmark of toxoplasmosis psychosis.
Do you ever think that reality is ruled by pedophiles? You come home and you don't even have a podcast. Everyone's like, who's Brendan?
It's just been me and the parasites the whole time. It would be awesome. It would be awesome if I breathed in so much toxoplasmosis that I just like became one of those things from Last of Us.
Yeah.
Like I just opened the door to my room one day and I just have a fucking like mushroom for a head. That would be sick.
That would be pretty sick.
That felt like a nicer ending.
Yeah,
right?
that was a nice ending. All right. This is a bonus. We don't need to plug anything, right?
No, I think that's it. No, there was something I was gonna plug, but we'll do it next time.
All right. Sick.
See you guys.
Knock, knock, open up, it's me, the crazy, shady, faded fucker, so rock the G. See you lady, make a baby, lead her on in peace. Only time I give a fuck is for my own release. That's why I own these streets. Straight up, portfolio, showing growth, fuck a pay cut. Yeah, you know I stay slut. Catch me in the spot, looping up for the self-suck. Oh fuck, I busted already, I'm coming bucket so heavy. My dream of cream coming steady, now my mouth open, I'm ready. I'm talking solo heavy petting on a Friday night. That's talking bashing the bishop, more like Nantucket's delight. I'm taking all the time I need to do it just right. Got my candles in the fishnets cause it's on tonight. Oh, that's right, it's time to fillet. No need to debate me, I suck until I go ooh-wee and spray my white pee-pee. I got that ski.